it would be much easier for you to make a success out of your arranged marriage or your convenience marriage if you don't have any soul tie with anybody. Your heart sees what you want your heart to see, right? Love is not always the ultimate. You mustn't get married to the person you love to have a successful marriage. Yes. You can get married to someone you don't love, and your marriage would be perfect and happier than the person that got married to the person he or she loves. Hi, guys, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. How are you all doing? I hope this weather is not weathering you guys because I've been under the weather for weeks now, throughout last week and this week. But just as our this year's slogan is no grief for anybody, I decided to show up for you guys. I don't grieve for this sickness. I've been sneezing and coughing. I've had severe sore throat. I've had malaria. I've had swollen lips and all those just with the old weather stuff. And I hope that you guys are all strong and standing strong against the weather and carrying on with your daily activities in good health. If you're seeing this face for the first time, hi and welcome. I'm Diamond Mom. I film about motherhood, relationship, and lifestyle. Please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Yes, you find so much value on here and also so much fun also once in a while because we are more of serious business here. Like this life is very serious, right? Even though we'll catch cruise once in a while, but more of serious things. So you're very much welcome and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You won't regret subscribing to this channel as all. And to my returning subscribers, my Diamonds fan, thank you for always coming back. So in this video, I'll be discussing something very, very important with you guys. I'll be discussing about the issue of getting married to someone you don't love. More like an arranged marriage, getting married maybe out of convenience or something, or maybe out of constraint, you found yourself in that situation. I will be dissecting the circumstances surrounding this type of marriage and if at all it is worth it and how you can actually circumvent your way to make it a success. Yes, because we have so many people who got married like this, who got married through arrangements or out of convenience or constraint, and 1 year down the line, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, they made a success out of it. So let's get right into the video. First of all, if you find yourself in this kind of situation or in this kind of marriage, you need to know that it would be much easier for you to make a success out of your arranged marriage or your convenience marriage if you don't have any soul tie with anybody. I mean, it will be easy for you to fall in love and to make a success out of your marriage if you're not in love with anybody. Because it will be very, very difficult for you to see either your wife or your husband in a positive way if you're still tied, if you're still so much attached to your ex. I mean, your ex, because you are now married to this person. So, this person is your present. So, you will be doing yourself a very good favor by breaking up with that past relationship, of course, because it did not end in marriage. So you should be able to let go of it. I mean, love is beyond feelings. It doesn't only have to do with feelings and emotions and all those things. So you need to be able to conquer your emotion at this point in time. If you're truly going to start seeing your current partner as someone worthy of you making a successful marriage with, yes, you need to face your present and do away with any attachments, because if you keep on being emotionally attached to your ex, your heart your heart sees what you want your heart to see, right? I usually say that all the time. Your heart sees what you want it to see. So if your heart is still so much attuned to your ex, your heart sees your ex to be that, to be the perfect person, to be the good person. Now your heart is against your current partner, your wife or your husband. It will be very, very difficult for you to fall in love. Let me not even go to love yet. It will be very difficult for you to find anything good out of that your current partner. Yes, I said so. And it's a valid fact. After you must have done away with your ex, you need to face your current, you need to face your present. Now, I want to point out that it would be very easy for you to fall in love. It would be very easy for you to make a successful marriage with this arranged partner if the person has some good traits. Yes. For example, if you got married, maybe through arrangements, to a person, to a man or a woman who is naturally kind, who is naturally gentle, who is naturally honest, and makes it easy for you to trust the person. It will be easy for you to fall in love with this person. It will be easy for you to start seeing this person in a positive light, and you can actually make something good out of that your arranged marriage. But it will be very, very difficult for you to fall in love with a partner that is bad. On top of that, they now forced you into that marriage. No, it will be very, very difficult. Sorry, please excuse my sniffing and all those stuff. I have a very bad cold. So it will be very, very easy for you to fall in love with a partner that has all of these positive traits than for you to fall in love with a partner who has negative traits more. Like, I mean, there are so many arranged marriages. There are so many marriages born out of convenience or out of constraints or out of, anything, out of arrangement that are successful now. It is due to 90% due to the fact that both of these partners possess some positive traits that they both saw in each other, and they are like, no, please, I need to let go of whatever it is, arrangement or no arrangement. I think if I look on the brighter side, I might make something meaningful. I might make something positive out of this my so-called arranged marriage. So it will be very easy for someone to make a successful marriage out of that situation. Or okay, even if this person doesn't even have all of these positive traits, if the person is actually teachable, if the person is actually willing to learn, willing to also put in efforts, another one, efforts. Because for any arranged marriage to work, for any marriage by convenience or by constraints to work, there has to be effort and not just on one side. Because if the effort is one sided and the other partner keeps on frustrating the other person, that marriage can never work. Quote me anywhere, yes. That arranged marriage can never work, because I mean, you both don't even love yourself, so there is even nothing to even sustain that marriage at all if you keep on suppressing this person's effort. So there has to be equal, and matched efforts between the two partners. So it will be easy for you to make a success out of your arranged marriage if your partner is also willing to learn. Okay, I'm not used to, sharing my space. I'm not used to having to do all these things. But for the sake of our marriage, I'm willing to learn, Okay, I'm willing to meet you. I'm willing to compromise. I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to dedicate. I'm willing to come down from my high horse and learn from you. And this other person is also doing the same to you. So you would find out that that arranged marriage might even surpass, marriages between people who were so much in love. Because one thing that we need to understand is that love alone, love is a feeling, is an intangible thing. You cannot hold on to it, and most times you can't even describe it. And love means different things to different people. Love alone cannot sustain a marriage. So most times we even find out that the marriages between two people who were in love, that their marriage 2 years down the line, 5 years, 10 years, they start to fall apart. They start to lose sense of what originally brought them together, because they so much relied on love, because they felt like love was enough. I have a video on this, one of my earliest videos when Diamond Mom was still coming up. So love is never enough. Love is never enough. And that is why, even with an arranged marriage, even with a marriage out of convenience or constraints, you can still make something good. You can still make a success out of that marriage if you put in the work and if there is reciprocity between the two partners. Because the two partners need to be willing to work to make this marriage a success. I mean, you both might not really even know yourself. Maybe you met at the family house or over the holidays, and one thing led to another. Your family decided that, okay, you need to, you need to get married and all of those stuffs. And you now find out that it is even inside the marriage that you start to know each other, that you start to get to know about each other. So it's really not a bad thing. The heart sees what you want it to see, yes. So you need to configure your heart to see that, okay, I'm willing to make the best out of this. I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to make it work, because whether you get married to the person that you feel you love, you still need to work. If you get married to your soulmate and you still don't put in the work, the marriage will still go down the drain. So you also need to put in the work into this same marriage. So either ways, you get married to a stranger or you get married to your soulmate, you need to put in the work. But I'm here to tell you that marriage by arrangement, marriage by convenience, marriage by constraints can still work. And we have lots of testimonies to this. We have so many marriages. In fact, in the previous generation, most of their marriages were marriage of, arrangements, marriages of convenience. My family hold your family. We need to give you out in marriage to them in settlement of our debts. Or, okay, I have a daughter and my son is in this place. So most of the marriages of the past generations were actually marriage by arrangement, convenience, and all of those stuffs. But you would also agree with me that while many of their marriages were just management and patches, many of those marriages also were a success, yes. And we also look up to many of those marriages and take lessons from. So if we would be able to take the good lessons from those marriages, from those past marriages, if we'd be able to take good lessons, and also make up our own lessons, to also add up to what we know, we'll be able to make a success out of our arranged marriage. We need to know that love is not always the ultimate. You mustn't get married to the person you love to have a successful marriage. Yes. You can get married to someone you don't love, and your marriage would be perfect and happier than the person that got married to the person he or she loves. Yes, so it doesn't always work the way we, picture it and be like, no, I've seen a bright future with this person. I've been in love with you for so many years. And that is why we see people who have dated for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and you would expect that in marriage they should be more like brothers and sisters. But you not find out that when they get married, they start to fall apart. They start to, bicker and tear at each other. You'll be like, what happened? Yes, love happened. Love faded away and they forgot to put in the work, forgetting that love is just a feeling that can sustain you before marriage. But inside marriage, love cannot sustain you. Feelings cannot sustain you. And most of the times, you need to make decisions, you need to take actions that are not controlled by your emotions in marriage. You need to be able to keep your emotions in check, love included. Love is an emotion. So, of course, all of your emotions, your anger, your guilt, your everything, all of those emotions, you need to be able to keep them in check in marriage. You need to know when to bring it up. And so, love has to do with more of actions, more of physical actions, decisions that are not controlled by your emotions. So, yeah, I am putting it out today that if you ever find yourself or anyone you know in this kind of situation, I want to, encourage you to look on the brighter side. Marriage is a beautiful thing, regardless of who you find yourself in with. Regardless of who you find yourself in that marriage with, as far as the person also has some positive sides and the person is willing to make it work, I would want to advise you to not frustrate the person's actions, the person's efforts. Yes, the same way the person is not frustrating your action, put in the same energy, and you'll be surprised that 6 months later, one year later, you find out that you have a beautiful thing called marriage. So you don't need to give up, you don't need to lose hope, you don't need to feel like your world has come to an end. And also, if you're currently in that situation whereby your family or anyone or yourself, you're forced to go down this lane, and you find yourself that you want to go into marriage by arrangement, by constraints, or by convenience, before you start to go hard on yourself, I want you to, take out time and find out if this person that you're being matched with, maybe it's a matchmaking stuff, if this person that you're being matched with to go into marriage is a good person, if this person has some good sides, if this person is also teachable, because in spite of everything, we are not always perfect, yes, but every day we strive for perfection. And there is one quality I would always tell any single person to look out for in your partner is teachability. Teachability. You need to be with someone who is willing to learn. No matter how the person is good, this person is kind, this person is humble. There are some times when the person might make mistakes. There are some times when the person might be lost at ideas of what to do, and you are the partner, you are supposed to come in, and help this person. Now imagine if this person is not teachable, you will be so frustrated. So in spite of the circumstances surrounding that your intended marriage of arrangement of convenience, look out for if this person is teachable by the person's relationship with you, of course, because you're also going to meet the person that you want to get married to, and find out if the person is, has some good traits to the person. Don't just rule out the person, because you never can tell. Your marriage with that person might be one of the most beautiful thing that has ever happened to you. And I pray that your marriage by arrangement, by convenience, by constraints, whether you're already in it or you're about to go into it, I pray that it becomes a success. I pray that you find the essence of marriage in it. And I pray that you and your partner, that your efforts match each other, and that your work, your actions, your efforts to make your arranged marriage a success yields positive results and bring you both happiness in life. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you found value from this video. Please, I want you to share this video out to so many people out there. You never can tell. There might be someone that seriously needs to listen to this message at this time, and this video might actually help the person in making the right decision. So I want you to also share this video out, and give this video a thumbs up so that the algorithm can also push it out to people out there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so, because I'll be bringing more valuable videos like this your way on marriage and motherhood. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.